Discovering new trails is always really cool, especially if someone like myself who's ridden for 20 years, riding something that you've never ridden before is awesome.
Yes, whether you're looking to find new trails in your local area or even exploring on holiday, here are our top tips for finding new trails.
Let's go old school first and use a map. Make sure you get a nice small scale one so you can see in detail the rights of way, things like paths and bridleways and just routes that you're allowed to ride. Some of the bridleways in the UK might not be the most technical trails, but they can be really good cross-country routes, but also really useful for linking different riding spots together. Maps are also really good for finding areas of forest that might be worth some closer investigation. Some of them will be privately owned no-go areas, but might be worth a bit of a look, and you might strike it lucky and find some established trails in those woods. You can also take advantage of loads of technology to give you a helping hand and find cool new trails. Apps like Strava and Garmin Connect are route mapping tools that people use to map exactly where they've been riding. So you can use those to actually have a look, search the areas you want to ride, and the busiest segments are often the best riding spots. Use the maps to zoom in on the area and you can have a look at the course that people are riding.
Another useful tool is Strava heat maps. Get yourself on here. I've sort of zoomed in on this area here and you can see that there's loads of little single tracks all about here. Basically, the brighter the trail, the more frequently that trail is being used. It is difficult to locate the start and the finish of that trail, but once you're in that area, get your mobile device out, have a little bit of a look, and you'll soon work out where the trails are, and that's it, brand new trails to ride.
Probably the best way of finding new trails is to ask the locals. Bike shops are a fountain of knowledge and usually keen to share their secrets as they want to encourage more people to ride. They are often prepared for such questions and have maps of the riding area, or at least point you in the right direction. They may even have regular group rides, so tag along and let them lead you to the gold in their hills.
Try a little bit of Strava stalking. Find a rider locally that you know is pretty damn good, probably does quite a lot of rides. Have a trawl through his history of rides, see where he goes, and you never know, you might even bump into him out on the trail.
So there you go, there's a few cool ways of finding some new trails. And once you know the area you want to go to, you can always have a look on YouTube, see if there's any head cams of those trails.
Yeah, that's true. And if you want to watch some more videos here on GMBN, you can click up here for our top 10 ways to ruin that ride.
And you can click down there for our trail maintenance feature if you want to try and spruce up the trails that you've already got.
You don't do any digging, do you?
Occasionally, not very often.
You get other people to do it, don't you?
Yeah. And you can always click on us to subscribe to GMBN. It's free.
Well, it's free.
Go to the websites and search the area you want to ride. The busiest segments are often... Lenny!